Yeah, so in this video, we are going to learn how to deploy Amazon Q in Connect, right? One of the AI agent features in Connect. What we are going to deploy in this video is the AI agent assistant feature. So I'll just jump right into it. So we will start by first logging into AWS account, coming into your instance, and then coming to your instance page. So in the instance overview page, the first thing we have to check is to ensure that we have contact lens enabled, and then you can do that by clicking on analytics tool, and then you have to ensure that contact lens is enabled. So with contact lens, that is pretty much going to feed the live speech into your AI pipeline, right? So that's why you have to ensure that it's enabled. The next thing we are going to do is to create an S3 bucket. So we search for S3, and then I'm going to create my bucket and give it a name, agent assist KB docs. I'll leave everything as default, then create my bucket. So oops, what did I do? Sorry, the bucket name has to be unique. Let me just TWK to it. So you can select a unique name. So what this bucket is going to do for me is it's going to be my storage, right? It's going to contain all the knowledge bases I have. That is, it's going to contain all the documents that I would want my AI to reference from. So this is the first bit of it. And what I'll do is I would love to organize stuff a bit in this directory. So I'll create a subfolder called knowledge. Yeah, so this is my S3 buckets. Now what I'll proceed to do is to come into my connect again, click on AI agent, and I'm going to add a domain. So I'll click on add a domain. I'll proceed to give my domain a name, and then if I want to pass my own customized encryption or manage it my way, I can do that, or I'll just disable it, and AWS will handle that for me. So I'm going to disable it for this demo. Then I'll click on add domain. So now that my domain is ready, what I'm going to do is to proceed to add. You can see the domain is ready. So what I'll do is I will select my domain, and then I can add an integration, right? So the steps are clearly outlined here. So to add the integration, I'll click on this. I'm going to create a new integration. The source is going to be my S3, and then if I have an integration name that I want to give, I can do that. So what I'm going to do is to call this integration. For this, it's going to read from my knowledge base, and then I pretty much have a document that talks about investment. So I'm going to do investment KB. You can give it whatever name, and then under the investment, I'm going to browse, look for my S3 bucket, then I'll click on choose. What I'm going to do is to create a new encryption. I'll leave everything as default. I can select my key now. Click on next. Then I'll proceed to add integration. So clearly, as you can see, my knowledge base has been added. click on done, and then I'll now go to my Amazon Connect instance page once again. Then I'll log in into my Connect instance. So what I'm going to do is to build a simple flow that I can use to test my queue in Connect. So this is going to be a very simple inbound flow. So I'll click on this create flow. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is to start by building our flows, and I'm going to give my flow a name. So I'm going to call it, say, QIC test. You can call it whatever you want. The first thing I'm going to do is to set login. I like to do set login so that I'll be able to at least track if there is any issues with my implementation. Then I'll do set recording. So remember, I made us enable our contact lens. Ensure our contact lens is enabled, right? That is one of the things that we need. So for this, I'm going to change my channel to voice. Then in here, I'll enable recording on both customer and then agent side of things. I'll also enable my agent interaction, that I want real-time inputs, contact analytics for these calls. Then what else? I think the rest should be good for now, so I can just click on confirm. Then the next thing I'll look for is there is an assistant block, right? Connect assistant block. In here, what we are going to do is to select our domain, right, which is linked to a knowledge base where the AI agent or the AI will be able to find answers to the things that you want it to help us or assist us with. So I'll select connect assistant, and then I'm just going to complete this flow since it's a very simple flow. Let me just play a prompt. Just play this prompt. Say this is just for queue in connect testing. Yeah, you can have any prompts. Customize how you want it. And that's not the focus of this tutorial. So I'm just going to set working queue. I'm going to set the basic queue. Then I'll transfer to queue. And disconnect. So this should kind of work fine and simple for this just quick demo on how to build this AI agent stuff. So let me save my flow. Then I'll publish it. And I'll pretty much come to my agent workspace. So this is my agent workspace. And then I'm going to first now go back to my S3 bucket and then add some stuff to my knowledge base. So I have a very simple document that I can make use of. So I'm going to do that. So I have this very simple document that kind of talks about investment. So what is investment, blah blah blah. So what I'm going to do is to upload this into my S3 bucket. So I'll just drag and drop, upload. Yep. So once since it's in there, let me just come to my connect flow again, which is published, and I'm going to have a test call by associating a number to it, and then hopefully it works. Select my flow. Choose myself available as an agent. And then this is where, yeah, hoping that the suggestions comes in. Yeah, because I'm doing the testing myself, hopefully there'll be a bit of some noise and interruptions and all. I'll try my best to handle that. So let's see how it goes.
This is just for Q and Connect testing. Thank you for calling. Your call is very important to us and will be answered in the order it was received. Basic Q.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello.
So I want to
So I
ask
want
about investment.
investment.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
what
so
is
what is
investment?
investment?
So
So
guys, can you see on
guys,
this
can you
side?
see on this side?
As I'm testing, the real-time suggestions are popping in for the agent. So I first inquired about what an investment was. So as the agent speaks to the customer, these things will be happening in real time. I know it's a bit difficult to demo because I'm the same person talking at both ends, the feedbacks and all. So that is clearly Amazon Q in Connect agent assistant in action. And then as you can see here, I enabled my real-time interactions and all that, and then all that is in here. So call transcripts and everything. Yeah, so another thing is this interaction that we just saw doesn't work for just voice. I can modify my flow to make it work with chats and everything else too. It's the same flow, the same logic, the same experience. Just ensure that your channel, if it's a no match, it goes through. If you want it to go through the same route or a different route, it should follow suit. And then it should do all these things that you want it to do for you. So this is pretty much Amazon Q, the agent assistant that is in the agent workspace in action. Thank you so much for watching. And then let's meet in another video.